Celebrating officially 1 year of being a landlord. I've managed a lot of properties for other people, but I've never actually outright owned my own investment property by myself, and I finally did it. So I'm a year in, and here's what. And I've been a real estate agent for 15 years, and I thought I knew everything there was to know. Here we go. And some of this I learned through trial and error. Some of this I did right the first time, which was kind of cool. A good tenant is invaluable. So a tenant who pays their rent on time, hold on one second, I'm going to keep getting notifications. A tenant who pays their rent on time, doesn't cause problems, and goes with the flow is invaluable. You want to keep those tenants. Prioritize finding good tenants and keeping good tenants and work with them. Set yourself up for taxes immediately. So go get the bank accounts, go do the LLC information, do all of the things, get the spreadsheets, do the things that you need to do prior, if you can, to closing on your property so that it's easier for you to take care of. On that same note, find a great CPA. And I think a lot of people get bogged down with trying to find a CPA that's local to them and somebody that's, in the area. Don't do that. Find somebody who really specializes in your unique circumstances, and no matter where they are on the globe, they can help you. My CPA is, I think right now he's in Sarasota. Gosh, hopefully he's still in Sarasota, but he's in Florida somewhere, and he's freaking amazing. Yeah, don't get bogged down on that. Really focus on the expertise here. Find reliable service providers and treat them very good, because you may need them in an emergency situation. And if you do not treat your subcontractors kindly or pay them on time, or whatever you can do, they might not make you a priority. So I am very lucky that I've got a great network of handymen, subs, plumbers, electrician. I've basically got everybody, and I've got kind of two of everybody, and those relationships have really come in handy with me. Stay up on maintenance. So regular maintenance will prevent bigger issues down the road. And when you are an investor, it's not just, like my hot water heater goes, I can probably live without hot water for a few days. Your tenant is not going to. So stay up on the maintenance for all of those things. It can also, it's going to save you money in the long term, and it's also going to make the property look nicer. Here's a cool thing. I'm actually involved in a pretty big project right now for some investment property, and I've been thinking about different value adds for this property. So things that you can provide to a tenant that's almost like extra passive income for you. The more money that you can make this property generate, the better off you are, right? So here are some value adds to generate passive income. Storage options. So, I've got storage in a basement and a shed, and I don't actually charge my tenants for that. I store their outdoor things in the shed for them. But you could certainly make some storage, and that's something very simple to do if you have the space. Coin-op laundry facilities. I do have that. Here's a really interesting one. I really like this. Co-working spaces, or like if you have a room that could be accessed by everybody as like an office rental or just an extra office space. I thought that was a really cool idea. Community garden or community outdoor space for the tenants. That's something that on this new project we're going to have. Pet amenities, again, something on the new project we're going to have. So even like a dog washing station would be so cool, but having trails to walk dogs on, and that kind of stuff, or a fenced in area for dogs. It's a great little value add that's not really going to cost you a lot, but it's going to make the property just nicer to live in. Additional parking spaces, garages, or covered parking, you could definitely charge more for those items. And then furnished units, or even an optional furniture rental. That's something kind of outside the box. So I'm going to tell you the big secret, though. One of the biggest benefits that I've experienced as a landlord and a real estate investor is qualifying for the IRS Real Estate Professional status. You'll hear it called REPS status. And this is a way that you can directly offset your active income with your real estate losses. So anytime you're spending money on your investment property, it can just be knocked right off of your income. And this is why there are certain demographics and certain professions that tend to be real estate investors more than anything. Now, there are qualifications for this status. So you have to spend at least 750 hours a year on real estate activities. Luckily, I do that by default. More than half of your working time, real estate must exceed the time spent on other jobs. This is really good if you do have a lot of property and you're managing it yourself and you're involved in the day-to-day business. So that's the next thing. Material participation. Actively manage, actively make key decisions. If you're actively out there working on it, all of those. And then it's really important when you are going for reps status to keep detailed logs of your time, activities, and just really good records. You really should just document everything if you own investment properties. So those are my biggest takeaways after my first year as an investor. I'm looking for my next property right now. Looks like I might be able to get something in Florida pretty inexpensive soon. But I plan on doing a little bit more in depth, especially about the rep status, because I think it's such a great way for the average American, the average investor to really reap the benefits and the tax rewards of owning investment property. If you've got questions, please send me a message. Also, if you'd like this list, please send me a message. I have it available in a PDF. I'll send it right over to you. Shoot me a message. Thanks so much.